Say, hey, Future, you want to say something for the camera? You want to say hello to all my friends out there? Huh? What do you got to say to my friends, Future? You want to say hello to all my lovely friends on YouTube? Yeah? I guess he doesn't want to say anything, guys. So let's go ahead and get this pudding going. So, okay guys, I'm going to walk you through the ingredients and the things that you are going to need to make up this bread pudding recipe, okay? So, let's talk about the yam here, guys. I have some yellow yam here. If you have any other yam, you could go ahead and use it. I'm not going to be using all of this. All you need is a little piece of yam. And yes, you are going to need yam for this recipe. If you are making Jamaican bread pudding, you have to have yam in it. Remember, we are not making American bread pudding. We are making Jamaican bread pudding. So we are going to use a little piece of this yam. If you have white yam, you can use it. But this one is yellow yam, and that's the one that I'm going to be using in here. Okay. Also, let's talk about the bread. I have 2 cups of bread in here. Make sure, guys, when you're making bread pudding, you want to make sure that the bread is nice and coarse. If you're going to use fresh bread, make sure you let that bread sit and get like almost stale, and you want to grate it. If you don't want to go through all that step, there's an easier way to make your bread pudding without going through all that step. Into the dollar store, you could buy this one right here. This one is only $1. There's a whole lot of them in the shelf in the different supermarkets. But if you want to go the cheaper route like me, just go ahead and grab yourself one of this. Do not buy any breadcrumbs that is flavored with anything. You want to make sure it's a plain on it. Plain breadcrumbs. And this is what you need to be using. If you don't want to go through the hard route, okay? Because in my kitchen, I always try to make everything very, very simple. Now, you are also going to need a 1.5 cups of all-purpose. Also, you are going to need a 1.5 cups of brown sugar. If you want to use granulated sugar, you can use it, but I like the flavor that I get when I use brown sugar in here. So I'm going to use this. I'm also going to use my coconut milk. It's going to equal 2 cups of coconut milk. Make sure you have that, or 1 can of coconut milk. If you want to go ahead and grate your coconut, you can grate it. But in my kitchen, it's easy always for me. Now I have half a cup of raisin, and my raisin has been soaking in some Jamaican white rum. If you had vodka, you could do it. If you have wine, you could do it. It's going to preserve, and it's going to give your bread pudding a mean flavor, okay? Also, as far as my spices go, I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to also add half a teaspoon of nutmeg in here. Also, I'm going to add to that 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla extract. So let's get this ball rolling. Okay guys, I'm going to be moving on to my first step. In here I have 2 cups of breadcrumbs. Okay, you want to make sure you have that. You're going to add your 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. What I'm doing here, guys, I'm getting my dry ingredients ready. I'm going to go ahead and add my cinnamon powder, my nutmeg, and my salt. And go ahead and drop that in there. I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking powder. And that is all you need to do for right now, guys. Okay, so you just want to mix this together. And I'm just going to put this aside, okay? But basically, this is your first step. And this is what it should look like. I'm going to show you an easy way to do your yam to add it to your mixture. So come on and let's go with that. Okay guys, so I'm moving on to my next step. I'm going to show you exactly how to make this thing so easy and so simple. Right here I have that piece of yellow lamb that I told you about that I'm going to add to my bread pudding. Okay, easy and simple. All you're going to do is peel off the skin, of course. Now guys, you don't need a whole lot. You just need a little piece of that yellow yam. If you don't have yellow yam, it's okay, don't panic. You could just use whatever kind of yam you could find. It does not matter the yam, alright? I'm going to put it in my blender. Now guys, if you want, you could go ahead and use your grater and grate this thing. But in my kitchen, when I'm cooking, I always find ways to go around being in my kitchen forever and still have great tasting food. So I'm just going to put just a little piece of that yam in here. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of coconut milk in here. So you go ahead and just add your coconut milk in. And all you got to do is put your lid on your blender and blend away. And there you have it. Very simple. So I'm going to show you how to combine the yam and the coconut milk together with the dry ingredients and what we'll need to add to it to finish off this dish. So let's move on to our next step. Okay guys, I'm going to move you towards the next step. The first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to put my dry ingredients in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my mixture in here. And that is the yam and the coconut milk. Just want to mix that up in here, and that is what that should look like when you put the 2 cups of coconut milk and the yam. I'm also going to go ahead and put my raisins in, and again guys, the raisins have white rum in it, and if you have wine you can put that in as well. I'm going to also go ahead and add 1.5 cups of brown sugar in here. I prefer to use brown sugar instead of granulated sugar. It gives the pudding a very, very good flavor. So you mix that in. Then to that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now guys, this is what it looks like, right now. Now, depending on how soft or hard you want to have your pudding, you could go ahead and add a little bit more water to this. If you don't want to add water, you could add cow's milk. If you don't want to put cow's milk, you could put evaporated milk. Any kind of milk of your choice, you can go ahead and add it in, right? I think I want mine just a little bit softer, so I could get that soft and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add 1/2 cup of coconut milk in mine again. So remember, guys, you don't have to put the coconut milk. You could add any kind of milk that you want to put in there, but I just choose to use some more coconut milk in this. Now guys, my oven is being heated right now to 350 degrees, and this pudding is going to take about an hour to bake. Okay guys, we are moving to our next step before I put this thing in the oven. I have my baking container here, and all I did with this is just put a little bit of, you can either use butter or vegetable shortening. Just place it around the pan and make sure it's buttered up real good, okay? It's pretty simple. And I'm going to go ahead and add my mixture in. Okay, give it a little tap, just to make sure that you get all the extra bubbles out. And there you have it. That should be exactly how it should be. And we are going to put that thing in the oven right now. And then when it's all done, I will come back and show you what that bread pudding looks like. So I'll see you back. So okay guys, the bread pudding is finished. It was baked in exactly 1 hour, okay? It came out really, 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 really nice. So what I'm going to do to finish up this dish, I have a little bit of melted butter in here. I'm just going to go ahead and lay it on top. And what this melted butter is going to do is going to soften the top of it. and it's just gonna, it's still a little bit warm, guys, so you want to put this melted butter on when the pudding is still warm. So it's going to give it a nice little taste on top there. And then you just want to let it sit, and you want to eat this thing when it's like cold. Even the next day, at that time, they taste even better than when you first bake it. I usually eat this all 2-3 days after we eat this. It tastes even nicer. So yeah, just make sure you put the melted butter on top, and just, even though it's tempting to eat it right now, just don't eat it. Just let it sit there and get nice and cool, and then you could slice away. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm just going to let this sit and cool, and then when it's all cool and ready, I will cut into it and I'll let you guys see what this thing looks like. But yeah, it came out really delicious. Okay, so I will see you back when this thing is cool and ready. Okay guys, now the bread pudding has been cooling for some time, and as promised, I'm going to go ahead and cut into this thing so you guys can see how it looks on the inside as well. This thing is so yummy. So there you have it, guys. It is all done. The texture of it is just perfect. Nice, soft, not too soft, but just right. As you can see, it is divine. Okay guys, so there you have it, bread pudding for you in my kitchen. Please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, let me know what you would like to see me cooking in my kitchen next. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.